Happy Monday, everybody. I trust you all had a great weekend. What a day we have today, huh? Looks like the next 10 days to 2 weeks are going to be a lot like this. Isn't this nice? Glorious, perfect. Why couldn't the whole summer be like this? Nice breeze, nice cool dry air. Leave the windows wide open, sleeping at night. It's all good. This is a typical winter day in Southern California, right here. It's what you get in the middle of the day in January, February, from LA to San Diego. It's a lot like this. Oh, boy. Well, anyway, what are we here for? Hey, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Thank you so much about the weather. Forgot what I'm here for. You're watching Time Out Overtime on the one and only Time Out Overtime YouTube channel. I'm Rick Arsenal for a couple of years now. We've got about 300 subscribers. Many thanks to one and all of you. I can't thank you enough for watching and listening and supporting me. I thank you. My sponsors thank you. Remember to pass the word. The next subscriber to my podcast will be the winner. And if you're already a subscriber, you can tell them what it is they're going to win. Okay? All right. Okay. Where to start? Where to begin? Soccer. United States, I believe, had a 4-1 win over Paraguay last Friday. Yeah, they did. And so good for them. When did they play again? I believe they'll play again on Friday. And shame on me. I should know who it is they're going to play, and I knew and I forgot. I'll tell you on Wednesday because they don't play until Friday. Okay? How's that? All right. Anyway, they won. I know Iran is playing tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern time at SoFi in LA, and I'm sure there'll be with the large Iranian population out there. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people at the game tonight. World Cup soccer. This being the last year of the Rocket Mortgage Classic at the Detroit Golf Club. Apparently, they're getting close to getting a couple of notable players coming in anyway. I think we'll have more to say about that probably on Wednesday. Sadly, as I've said before, this is the last year for the Rocket Mortgage Classic at the Detroit Golf Club. Too bad, but we went over that last week, and they might be back at $30 million price tag. It's always possible, I suppose. What about Tom Gores? What would you call it? The Gores Classic? Tom Gores Classic? He can certainly afford it. Anyway. Basketball, the Knicks won the championship, as you know by now, of course, on Saturday night. And we'll get to that just a second. Hockey, congratulations to the Carolina Hurricane. Won their second Stanley Cup last night, defeating the San Jose Sharks. What was the final? 3-0, I believe. Yeah. So good for them. Folks in Raleigh, North Carolina, where they play. The Knicks in 5 over San Antonio on Saturday night. Jalen Brunson, yeah, he not bad for a second-round draft pick, huh? Where did he play? UConn? Yeah. Look, I'm not a Knick fan. I'm not a San Antonio fan. Following the game Saturday night, folks, if you haven't heard, following the game Saturday night, the people of New York demonstrated why the Big Apple is the septic tank of this country. There's no cause for what they did following the game Saturday. Now, the weather was probably good. It was a Saturday night. I'm sure not many people had to work on Sunday, but there's no excuse for what they did. No. New York City, folks, is the septic tank for this country. If you'll excuse my saying so, I know a driver who worked for a particular company. I'm not going to say who the company is or was, but he oftentimes had to go to New York, and he referred to it as a shithole. Okay. I took his word for it because I've never been there. I had no desire to go there. The destruction which took place Saturday night in New York and New Jersey. Riots broke out in Manhattan following the game, and the chaotic celebrations led to widespread vandalism, arson, and mass arrests. Okay? Bus arson. This is all inexcusable. All inexcusable. Totally. Bus arson. 5 school buses chartered to transport fans to World Cup matches at MetLife in New Jersey. 5 buses were vandalized and destroyed by fire in Times Square. Why? Why? Police cruisers, at least 5 NYPD vehicles, were severely damaged, having their windows and windshields shattered by rioters wielding baseball bats. Now, that's your way of celebrating a Knicks championship? What? This is ludicrous. I can't find an adjective to describe what this is. Public vandalism, property destruction. Fans smashed the windows of passing taxis and damaged civilian vehicles. Damaged the windows of passing taxis and civilian vehicles. Public vandalism. Revelers tore down and threw street signs. Tore down and threw. They destroyed. Well, not going to hear any of that anyway. But that gives you some idea of what went on. Slashing, stabbings, you name it. Almost 100 arrests. Why? Well, why? Why do you have to do this? Is it really necessary? Here you go, folks. Start spreading the news, boy. No place not like New York City, is there? None. The Panthers, not the Panthers. The Hurricane won the Stanley Cup last night. The people in Raleigh didn't do this. They didn't do anything like this. I don't get it. I don't understand. I really don't. If you haven't heard, Michigan State University at the time does not right now, they do not have a president. The story behind that. Apparently now they are going to lose their athletic director. For the same reasons they lost their president. Okay. He's taking the job as AD at Kentucky. There's an open spot down there. So not only do they not have a president, they do not have an athletic director at Michigan State University. And their new football coach must be wondering what he's gotten himself into. He has to be. He has to be wondering, what in the world have I got myself into here? When he sees what's going on there. Well, sponsor time. Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale. The best darn sit-down restaurant in our area. As I've told you many times before, read from. What I tell you is a testimonial from my experience. It's just the best darn sit-down restaurant in our area and has been for more than 40 years, more than 4 decades. Proudly serving our community and the surrounding area. Hours of operation, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. Open until 8 o'clock on Thursday and Friday night. Friday, all you can eat fish. Thursday night, classic car driving theme. They've got a special menu with a lot of great stuff on it. Root beer floats, coney dogs, you name it. It's all good. You got a lot of new menu items. Plus, you can register to win a $10 or $20 Finish Line gift card when you go in. It's good. It's all good. Fast, friendly service, great family atmosphere, reasonably priced, award-winning breakfast served all day. It's just the best darn sit-down restaurant in our area. That's all there is to it. Nobody does it better. The Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale. And I can promise you, when you fuel up from food at the Finish Line, you're always going to finish first. And reasonably priced. Once you go up and pay your bill and you're headed out the door, you'll have a big smile on your face. I can promise you that. You really will. We're also brought to you in part by Barrett Insurance. Seniors, have you got your playbook ready for Medicare? Don't let healthcare costs bench you. We're calling an audible with Joe Rudin at Barrett Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. So whether you're aging into Medicare, you're in a special enrollment period, or you're losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement healthcare costs. Okay? Now, what about businesses? Businesses, don't get sacked. Joe's got group health coverage options for you, too. Okay? You give Joe a call at 517-849-1000 or check him out at www.barrettins.com. That's all one word, 2 R's and 2 T's, barrettins.com. You'll find him on the corner of US 12 and M99 in downtown Jonesville. That's Joe Rudin Insurance, protecting your dreams, 517-849-1000, barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. Okay? And of course, Quality PC, downtown Hillsdale, 37 Walter Street, about 100 feet west of Howell. 517-610-5372 for tech services, sales, repair. Tim Lilly and his staff at Quality PC are more than capable of resolving any technical issues that you may have. They're the best at what they do. Nobody's better, not around here anyway. But whatever it is, whatever your issue may be, computers, new or used, flat screen TV, monitoring, programming, setup, perhaps you're changing internet providers, you need that installed, printers, new or used, anything at all, get in there and see now. Okay, 517-610-5372, 37 Walter Street, downtown Hillsdale. Tell them Rick and Miggy sent you. Thank you very much. Tigers and Lions. Lions, you're going to hear a lot today and tomorrow from their mandatory mini camp. We'll talk more about this on Wednesday once the camp is concluded. And Dan can talk to the media tomorrow. I don't think he is today. At least I'm not seeing that. A name to remember, an undrafted free agent, played his first couple of seasons at Texas A&M and transferred to Southern Cal, Anthony Lucas. Just remember the name. About the same size as Hutch. He's 6'5" or 6'6", goes about 260. Anthony Lucas. Just remember that name. You're going to hear that a lot, at least in the preseason anyway. Lions may have found a diamond in the rough in this guy. Anthony Lucas, undrafted free agent out of Southern Cal. Remember that name. Okay, I'll have more to say about this on Wednesday. Best thing that happened to the Tigers over the weekend was they got rained out yesterday and didn't have to face Gavin Williams. So they lost Friday night, 3-2. They lost Saturday 3-1. I don't know what it is. The Guardians pitching is okay, but it's not that good, and nothing special. They just now they've lost they're 0-6 against the Guardians now this season. I can't explain it. I don't know what it is. Guardians aren't that great of a team. They're mediocre at best. Tigers, AJ Hinch, he's culpable too in how they've struggled this year so far. If you look at the lineup that he rolled out there on Saturday, Matt Verling made the last out of that game with the tying runs on base at second and third. Why is Matt Verling, AJ, why is he hitting third in your lineup? Just ahead of Dylan Dingler? Why? Why is Jahmai Jones still on this team? He's supposed to hit left-handers, but he's not hitting anybody this year. I don't get it. I don't understand. I really don't. Troy Melton is pitching tonight. I believe Valdez is going tomorrow night, and then Casey Wednesday. They do have an off day on Thursday before coming home here to play the White Sox. And Houston will be in here next week for 4 games. So they got 7 games with the Astros here in the next, 10 days? Yeah, okay. Just as the Astros have started to pick it up a little bit, started to play a little bit better. And as you saw on the headlines, the best news to come out of Cleveland. Best news to come out of Cleveland, if you're a Tiger fan, Jose Ramirez will be out a couple of months with a broken hamate bone. That's the bone kind of connects your hand to your wrist. You've got so many small bones in there, in your hands, in your wrist. All he was doing was swinging a bat. I think his first time up, he swung, and then he said he heard something pop. So he'll require surgery on that, and he'll be out at least 2 months. So it could be late August. Could be late August, or maybe in Labor Day before you see Jose Ramirez again. Chase DeLauder banged in the wall chasing a Gleyber Torres leadoff double. He led the game off with it. That was the only run they scored Saturday. Leadoff double. He got to third and came home on a single by Dylan Dingler, and that was their only run. But anyway, DeLauder hit the wall pretty hard. His ribs had some discomfort. He was going to get an MRI, CAT scan for further evaluation. Obviously, if he's got some broken or cracked ribs, it's going to be a while before he gets back. Angel Martinez, Nick's got a foot issue. So they lost 3 players on Saturday. But how this team is going to survive now the next couple of months without Jose Ramirez, big loss for them. But I'm not feeling sorry for the Guardians. Nobody is. I don't understand what this is that they have over the Tigers. They cannot beat Cleveland. What are they? 3-12 against Cleveland now in their last 15 games? I don't get it. I don't understand. Like I said, the Guardians are mediocre at best. Their pitching isn't that good. They caught a break, not having to face Gavin Williams yesterday, but good Lord, I don't know. I don't understand. And again, they're 13 games under 500. It's going to be difficult for them to make up any ground at this point. It looks like anyway. If you for every 2 steps forward, you take 1 step back. That's not going to work. And trying to make up ground now as to where they are, it's just not. So we'll see. Tarik Skubal was not a particularly good outing for him. He gave up a home run to some guy named Daniel Schneemann. Daniel Schneemann. Who's Daniel Schneemann anyway? I don't know. Ask Tom Hamilton. Maybe he can tell you. I don't know. Anyway, they scored a grand total of 3 runs over the weekend. 2 of those on solo home runs. See what happens in Houston, but it's going to be a long summer. It's really, you stop and think about it, summer isn't officially here yet either. Anyway, we've got the weather, if nothing else. Enjoy that, okay? I've talked enough for one day. That's going to do it. Don't forget, every Saturday morning here locally on WCSR 92.1 FM from 9 to 10. Time out with Andy and Jed. And of course, I'll talk to you all again on Wednesday. So until then, I'll simply thank you so much for watching and listening to me rant and rave, vent with all my frustrations and everything else. Here for, I guess, gives me an opportunity. Forgive me for that. But, mea culpa, huh? Yeah, okay, all right. That's going to do it. So until Wednesday then, thanks so much for watching and listening. Remember to please treat each other with respect. Tell your friends about what we're doing here, will you please? Thank you so much. Until Wednesday then, I'll simply bid you all a very pleasant good evening. Say thanks again. So long, everybody. Bye-bye.